Welcome to Kiki and Kevin's Love During Lockup edition. My name is Brianna, and I'm here with my co-host Mary in California still.
Yes, I'm still in California.
This is happening, people.
It's happening
Tomorrow we're gonna
live.
go to San Francisco and spend the weekend. Northern California has been freaking out ever since Mary got here.
So we're a couple of days early, so we decided to come to you right after the episode.
Yeah, or it was gonna be like a long time.
Right.
Like Monday.
Yes.
That's
Or
not
maybe
very
even
bad.
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday. Anyway, hey, mommy says bad words. Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear us?
I just want to make sure.
Give us a hi if you can hear us.
Hello, 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 hello. Am I muted?
I don't know. I
I'm
hope not. Can anybody hear us?
Can anybody hear us? Is there anybody out there?
Anybody out there?
That's
Hello.
the song goes.
It's me that you're looking for.
Oh, that one. Okay. How can we test our speaker?
Yeah, she can hear us.
That's
She
the
say
speaker.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
All right, well,
Hallelujah. Okay,
like I said, welcome.
Welcome. We're here early, but better early than never.
Yeah, don't panic.
Don't panic. It's not Sunday, it's still Friday. The weekend's not over. The weekend has just begun. Mary's drinking too. Cheers, homegirl.
We're drinking Japanese
drinking
whiskey.
Japanese whiskey. The shit will put hair on your chest.
For
Yeah.
real.
The shit will put hair
It's
on your
very
chest.
stressful.
Mhm.
Hi. Okay, cool. Thanks, everyone. Now I'm
Cool.
explaining that.
Sound check, 1, 2.
I think there's a delay between maybe so I can bleep out all your curses.
Yeah, maybe you can.
Anyway, we just watched the episode, and let me tell you, it was a
doozy.
it was action packed.
Yes, it was. So before we jump into it,
Oh yeah.
we have to get into our game. So for those of you who do not know the rules of our game,
I don't know.
we have adopted an Andy Cohen inspired Watch What Happens Live type game where I pick a word of the episode. And every time Brianna and I mention the word during our recap, you have to take a shot, a drink, or a toke, or whatever you're drinking or smoking. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, could be soda, could be water, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're smoking. But whenever we say the word, you got to take a drink or a toke. And the word of the episode for this week is smoke. Smoke.
I wanted it to be triggered, but
No, it's going to be smoke.
this is Mary's game. Okay,
So
so let's talk.
we're talking
Coffee talk.
coffee talk about the episode.
Yeah, so let's start with the dummy who got married in prison.
What?
I said, let's start with the dummy who got married in prison.
Oh, yes, the dummy who got married in prison.
Justin.
Just
I
saying.
mean, seriously. If bad judgment had a face, that's what it looks like.
They wouldn't even allow the cameras in it, in the prison to film it. That kind of sucks.
They never do though.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's cheesy.
61 days, that's my fucking thing. Like,
She waited 3 years. Why couldn't she wait the extra 61
I know.
days and marry
Because
him
she
on the
seems
62nd
like
day?
the kind of person who would want like a huge wedding and lots of attention and gifts and like
course.
some elaborate gown. She's like
Of
that.
course. And
She
they have
reminds
the,
me
you
of
know,
some of the other people we've seen on the show.
yes,
Like, what was that chick's name? Gabby.
yes.
When she had the $4,000 wedding gown, whatever people.
$40,000
whatever
wedding
it
gown,
was.
whatever
It's
it was.
ridiculous. Anyway, they got married. She thought he was sexy in his burgundy.
In his burgundy jumpsuit, he was so
Oh, God.
sexy.
We're being spammed. Bot spammed. Oh my God, mommy says bad words. Help us. Help us. Thank God. Thank
Thank goodness for a moderator.
That was stressful. I don't know. Do you know how to boot someone from our chat?
Yes, she does.
Do you?
Do I know? I do
I
not.
do not either. See,
Well,
we're
mommy says
helping.
bad words has to help us.
I know, but if she wasn't here, we'd be screwed. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, we would be screwed.
Okay, anyway, they have 7 freaking kids.
2 more, they'll have a baseball team.
Yeah, do you see how much bad judgment there is going on here?
All I have to say is all those kids cared about is the balloons in the room. They couldn't give a shit that they got married. They just had balloons and they were just happy to play with them and suck the helium out of them. And that's all they cared about was the fucking balloons in the room.
I was like, I would be so pissed if there were that many children around me all the time. Anyway, then suddenly, knock, 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 wedding present arrives, and it's a car, a nice
Yes.
car, right?
And her mom is like, holy smoke, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, she's like, I'm not gonna tolerate any. Oh, sorry,
Smoke,
drinking.
drink, smoke, toke.
Okay, wow, that's stressful.
Whew. So her mother was like, holy smoke, what the fuck is this? He better not be involved in illegal activity. I'm not having any of this. I'm gonna death the relationship right then and here.
And
If he's involved in
ironically,
illegal activity.
he's in prison. So like, seems like a tall order,
He's a rapper though.
which is what, well, he still did something that ended up in prison, whether he raps, they don't just lock you
Listen,
up for
these
being a
two-
rapper.
I just have to go for a second. These two are just ignorant idiots.
Clutch my pearls.
And they deserve each other.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Anybody who thinks it's cute to call his son the N-word is an ignorant
oh,
idiot.
that's right. Yeah, check out our Instagram.
Yes, check
because
out our Instagram.
He had
Because not
a
only
choice
he
nickname
has
for
a
his
choice
child.
nickname for that adorable little boy Mason that they showed during this episode, the one that picked up his shirt and was showing his dad his chest. He has a not so adorable nickname that starts with N for his child. And I did a post blasting him, and Justine, the dum-dum, liked the post basically.
Yeah, we're like,
Like-
did
like-
she read that? She,
Exactly. Like,
did
is
heart,
she
heart, heart.
like illiterate? Did she
Terrible.
realize that I was like blasting him and she like heart the post? So all I have to say is these two are ignorant idiots and they belong together. And hopefully they will not procreate.
Well, they have enough kids,
Exactly.
but they have this awesome cake too. You said it was a Dominican, like
it was a
the-
Dominican wedding cake. It was a Dominican
It's
wedding cake with a
gorgeous.
jail on top of it. Okay, that's basically
But
what it
did
was.
you see the flowers?
Yes,
It
it
was
was a
beautiful.
Dominican wedding cake, Brianna. That's a Dominican wedding cake.
Okay, what
I
does-
see
what-
it all the time in New York. It usually has like pineapple filling or dulce de leche filling. And it's just what I call a Dominican wedding cake.
Okay,
And it's usually a lot more elaborate with the flowers and the detailing, and it
that's
usually has
gorgeous.
little pearls and diamonds, and it's really like elaborate, and like a Dominican wedding cake is really elaborate.
And that was an elaborate cake.
Yeah, and it has
Anyway.
gel on top.
I want to stop talking about the cake. It's making me want to eat cake. So let's move on, shall we? To
Hi,
Chelsea
Bruce.
and-
Happy you were able to make it
Hi-
with us.
hi,
He's
Bruce.
happy. He's happy he was
Oh my
able to make it
God.
live.
Hey, Bruce. Nice to see you. Chelsea and Mike. So I'm what happened here? Okay, because we had all these prison-y people saying, no, the man's fine. He's not in the hospital. I don't know what you're talking about. Then she talks to his mom, and his mom's like, oh yeah, well, he went to my understanding is that he went to the hospital and now he's home.
Listen, Brianna,
I'll
you know what's going on here?
I do not.
Everybody is blowing smoke up Chelsea's ass.
I don't like it. Oh, smoke. This is a hard game.
Don't worry, I'll remind you. So this is bullshit.
Yeah, the mom's
Mikey
lying,
has
right?
not had a stroke. The
Yeah.
mom is lying. The mom is just playing the game.
Yeah,
Whatever Mikey wants her to say,
whatever
she'll
day.
say.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
yeah. So we were talking, and this is kind of an interesting thingy.
Mhm.
Hey, Capricorn 11.
Hi, Capricorn.
So some people have been saying that, so TLC, when they're showing Chelsea.
WeTV. When there's right.
That
Mhm.
WeTV, when they're showing things from Chelsea's point of view, all the voices are silent and
Right. They like
muted.
muffle it and they
Right,
like the
and
white
there's like a
noise
white
effect.
noise. Well,
Right.
careful.
I know. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
I
shit,
think
sorry.
you're on my
I'm on
keyboard.
the keyboard. Sorry.
You're ruining everything.
I apologize. I apologize.
We're like sharing really small space.
And I'm moving things around and I'm messing things up here.
Just
I
fucking
apologize.
everything up.
I apologize.
Anyway, okay, so wait,
They do the white noise effect.
they do this white noise effect, right?
Right.
Like they're
And
trying to show what
people-
it's like for her.
And people on social media, from what I've read, are taking offense to it. And as the as the daughter of a deaf mother, right? I really don't take offense to it, first of all. And I think, I don't want to say cool, but I think it's refreshing how they show Chelsea's frustrations when it comes to communication.
Well, I agree
Because
with you.
she's sitting there while Beth is on this phone call with the mom, Pamela, right? And she could only pick up so much by lip reading,
Right.
right? And it just shows
We
from
understand
her
her
point of view,
frustration.
from her
Right.
point of view.
Right. I like it too. And I don't think it's like, I'm not sure what people's objection is to that.
Right. And I heard I read something about someone saying that they were muffling the voices out to make them sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. And that was horrible.
That's not
And
true.
you know something? People used to make fun of, believe it or not. I used to have classmates that used to say my mother sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher because of the way she talked. And it was like the wah, 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 and they used to make fun of her and said that she sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher.
So triggered.
Right. So I'm like,
The whole thing is very triggering.
yeah, it's
Anyway, Mary thinks Mary's mom was deaf,
right.
and Mary was basically her interface to the world a lot. And I feel like she's a good judge of whether it's cool or not cool. I think it's cool to show someone's experience, but that's
Yes,
just me.
and the way that Chelsea
See,
expressed
Capricorn
it,
11, she hates it.
right,
Why? I want to know. Tell
right.
us why, Capricorn
Yeah, tell
11.
us why, Capricorn.
What?
11.
Because we're missing the offensive
All right,
part. We
because
don't get
I
it.
think it really shows from Chelsea's point of view what she deals with on a day-to-day basis
Yeah.
and what we don't understand as hearing people.
Yeah, exactly.
And how frustrating, like my mother would get frustrated too. If my father and I were having a conversation and she couldn't keep track of it, she would start yelling at us.
Yeah, I can imagine. That
So-
was very frustrating.
You know? But Chelsea's a dumb bitch. It doesn't take away from the fact that she's a dumb bitch.
Right.
She's getting totally taken advantage by Mike.
And that's she says, "Oh, I'm not offended, but we know."
But we know she's deaf. I get that too. A lot of people are saying we know she's deaf. You don't have to shove it down our throats.
I don't think. Well, okay.
I get that.
We differ.
Yes, some people
I feel
were
like it's
saying
more
that.
raising awareness.
Yeah.
So whatever.
That's what I feel
So
like too.
she decides she's gonna head on down to Kentucky.
And go help his mother, go
Yeah.
see an attorney and blah, blah, blah,
She
blah,
should
blah.
go see our friend Chaz.
Which suddenly she gets an
Yes.
email, Brianna.
Bum, bum.
Bum, bum.
And the email is from
Mike himself.
right.
And Mikey says, you know, honey, I'm okay now. I'm going back to my cell. Everything
No
is
worries,
okay.
mate.
Everything is okay.
Yeah. So there's
Don't
a whole
worry
lot of
about
lying
the-
going on.
Don't worry about the smoke that was blowing out of my ass.
I just want to show you what we're drinking. This was full. Not like tonight, to be clear. Oh my God. one of us would be being rushed to the hospital now, if that's where we started. Let me know if you want a refill. Okay, so anyway, she's going to Kentucky to visit Chaz.
She should visit Chad's.
Yeah, well, she's
Yes,
going
she
to
should.
Kentucky.
Go to Kentucky, go visit Chad's.
And then we find out she had an abusive ex.
Which, if you watch my word on the street, you will
already
find out
knew it.
exactly. You already knew that. And she lied. I'm sorry. She lied during her confessional where she said he went to jail. He came out of jail. He cut off his bracelet and then he OD'd. Well, she left out the part that he OD'd in her home because she let him back in after he came out of jail for the whole domestic violence situation. And he was in her home when he OD'd. She forgot that part.
The father like pulls no punches.
Oh, and she also forgot the part where she sued her father in the past.
Really? For what?
Oh, she said her father was taking advantage of her, taking advantage of her funds. Actually, Starcasm has an article out about that. But I heard about that from my little birdies.
I would like to point out that the father is wearing a cap with two guns and it says the second protects the first.
Yes, yes.
There you go. Need we say more? Meanwhile,
mean,
he's like, she's pretty fucking dumb.
Besides being the type that would smoke Marlboro Reds,
Ooh,
I need to refill myself.
girl, be careful.
He seems like a Trumper.
Whatever he is, he's into guns and Second Amendment shit, whatever. All right, so let's talk about Emily and Dowry, who, what was, I mean,
Dowry,
Dowry,
Dowry, Dowry.
yeah,
I like when Auntie decided to call him Daiquiri.
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 But
But
I pointed out Mary was calling him Duari.
Duari.
Last-
There we go. Duari. That's what I was trying to figure it out. I'm going to call him Duari. Auntie could call him Daiquiri and you could call him Dowry.
I will call him his correct name.
Duari. There we go.
I just want to prove that I am a seeker
listen.
of truth.
Emily, and I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I like her.
I do find that
Okay,
to be
guys,
unpopular. It's
tell
definitely
me-
unpopular in this room.
Tell me in the comments if you think I'm crazy or if you think I'm just drunk. But
What about if it's that and they agree with you? Because they might think you're crazy, drunk, but still agree with your opinion. So is
well,
there?
let me know.
Look, there's Auntie. Hello,
Yes,
lady.
yes,
Yeah,
we are
lady.
late. Yes, we are late. Sorry.
We're also early. So it depends
Yeah,
on how you
we're
look at
supposed to be
things.
here Sunday. So if you look at
Yeah.
it, we're early.
Mary just brought up that you are calling Dowry Daiquiri, and she's been calling him Durari or something
Duari,
else. But
yes.
we approve of Daiquiri.
Yes, I approve of Daiquiri.
Anyway, Emily, she's like in law school, so I thought she'd be smart, but turns out she's a big dummy.
She is a big dummy. She is a big dummy. She has a lot to learn, but she's young. But
Is she really? How old is she?
she's only in her 20s. To us, that's young.
Yeah, that's serious.
But girl, she has the potential to have brains. But she needs to stop talking about illegal activity on TV.
Also, is she actually in law school or is that just an aspiration?
I think she's she's getting her master's at John Jay College in some law field. She's not in law school.
Okay.
She said she was getting her master's degree. So this is my theory, because when they showed her graduation picture, I recognized right away. She went to John Jay College for her undergrad,
Okay.
and she's pursuing some type of criminal justice master's.
I just want to point out, I don't know where to look at you.
I know, because I
I'm
keep
like
looking
looking at you
and I
on
keep
the
looking at
screen.
you. I know.
So I don't know. So I'm like,
I know it's
if
okay.
we're like looking in weird directions,
It's
that's
okay.
why.
Well, it's partially because Brianna has been drinking this.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, she did.
I did not.
Yes, she did. And
Did anyone see me forcing that down Mary's throat? Because I feel like you didn't. But meanwhile, should we look at? I
yes,
think we
I'm going
should
to look at the
each
camera.
other in
I'm going
the
to look at the camera.
camera.
Going to look at the camera, and I'm going to like this and blow this out the window.
I would like to point out that this is a very professional operation happening,
Mhm.
and I hope.
As I smoke my joint.
Yeah, I'm not drinking
Yes, you
anymore.
are.
I
Come on.
can't, I'm not drinking more whiskey. I
Well, drink
still-
something. You
I-
don't have to drink.
Okay, but I have to.
I
cook-
said the word.
okay, I have to cook dinner.
And Miss Moderator, you need to remind everyone of the word.
I think she did. No,
No, you need to remind.
but
everyone-
remember, there's a delay, or it seems like it.
Yes, there is a delay.
Anyway,
Okay,
So
so
let's.
she goes to meet his friend and his bunkie.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Can I just take a
Yes, you can
Toke
take
off
yes,
my-
or whatever you're smoking.
my
drinking.
non-THC? It's nicotine.
And the dude wants money.
Wait a minute. Are we like the middle-aged version of Wayne and Garth?
I don't know what the hell we are.
Like we're like Wayne's World, menopausal edition. I'm just saying. Come on, we are.
Menopausal edition.
Wayne's
Starring
World
Menopausal
edition.
Mary. That's what my friends actually call me,
You
menopausal
call
Mary.
yourself that.
My
Anyway,
friends call me that too, but yes, I'm menopausal
you mean
Mary.
just
here.
because you cry for no reason?
Yes, I cry for no reason.
That's so sexist.
Oh Lord.
Lord,
Lord. Okay,
Okay, moving back to the topic
Okay,
at
so
hand.
Emily, with her boobs up to her freaking with her boobs up to her chin. Did you notice how high her boobs were?
I did not.
Oh yes, her boobs were like all the way up here. Okay, so she goes to meet Smoke.
Okay, smoke.
Okay, and
Okay.
Smoke basically rips her new asshole.
I know he's rude. He
He
will not return. He
rips-
will not take her hand during a
Wouldn't shake her
handshake.
hand. Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if you realize this, but my bunkie, I don't think you know everything about him,
Yeah.
but I do. And
And
you're in for a rude
Let
surprise,
me tell you something,
lady.
chick. I'm gonna be there whether you like it or not.
Capricorn 11 says we're not Wayne and Garth.
Yes, we are. kind of.
Capricorn, you don't know us. You think you do, but you don't. Okay, so anyway, where are we now?
Emilia Dewari.
No, dowry.
Dewari. Daiquiri, right? Auntie Daiquiri.
Whatever.
So
All right.
anyway,
So,
so, okay.
later. Okay, go on then.
so Emily meets up with her friends and she tells them about meeting this dude Smoke
Okay.
and how Smoke drank and how Smoke totally fucked her up. He was totally rude. He ripped into her and her friends were like, well, why did you have to bring him this money? And she's like, well, it was an investment to pay off a debt, you know.
I like this.
And her friend is like, I don't like it how he puts her in a position to be disrespected by his friend. And he's not even out of jail yet.
Here is what I would like to say. I feel that she did not pass the LSAT.
And no, she did not pass the LSAT.
I don't think she passed any freaking LSAT.
No.
This, you know what? Can we pause for a moment? Let us ask ourselves, what do we think about this episode, or rather this season of Love During Lockup? Are there any of these people who you're very intrigued by and can't wait to find out what happens in their story?
Guys, if you were to give this season a grade so far, okay, we're on episode 4.
Right.
Drop a grade in the comments.
Yeah. Well, and can we make it a little more specific? Can we say your grade of the cast? Are you cool with that? Okay.
That's exactly what I mean. The
I'm
grade
interested
of the
to find out.
cast, because I feel like this cast is
Yeah. Anyway, her friends think this is gonna go left and she's gonna be hurt in the long run. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Of
Of course it is.
Like, what? Do we think they're gonna be happily ever after? Of course fucking not. And I would like to point out that Sharp Entertainment is good at identifying the most dysfunctional humans on the planet. So you can imagine she's fucking him.
And speaking of one of the most dysfunctional humans on the planet, Melissa and Louie. Fucking Melissa. Stuck back in high school, going to visit Louie's mom. And let me tell you, Louie's mom is not one to blow any smoke up her ass.
Yeah, do not
She
trifle.
is not taking any
Do not
shit.
trifle.
Do not try to blow any
It's not.
smoke in her face, smoke up her ass, or smoke anywhere else, because Louie's mom ain't
I
having
can
it.
only drink so much. I'm gonna get alcohol poisoning. I'm glad the bottle's empty though. Jesus, I have to cook dinner after this.
Okay, so some of the grades are coming in, and we have D so far.
Okay. A lot of D's. I have a hard time caring about this. I know.
Yes, and Melissa's a male
I
carrier,
just
which
want to
is
say,
hysterical.
like, also, what?
Melissa
she is?
Yeah, she is. She works. She's a USPS postal service worker.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then.
Mhm.
Let's move on.
So, but wait a second.
Oh,
Donna is not playing. Donna's like, I've invested.
she's terrified.
She's like, I've invested almost 10 fucking years, and I don't care that you're horny. You are not fucking this up.
Meanwhile, she like wants to take a selfie on his bed.
Yeah, I know.
Here's what's so sad. She's idolizing this child who she knew in high school. And like she's trying to play out some fantasy where she's prom queen and he's prom king.
Back in the days when she was smoking cigarettes in the bathroom with her friends.
Whatever. When you look at the yearbook, you see the insecure. Oh, god damn it. This is a hard game. It's pretty sad when you can't do the drinking game well.
That's what you have me here for.
I'm like, this drinking game is too hard. Let's move on. I think we're almost done. I feel really sorry for the people
We are.
watching this.
Because now we're up to this idiot, Mark.
And Sensei, which is a name.
Okay,
Somehow.
first of all, that is her legal name. We've looked it up, and that is her legal name, first of all.
Okay, but like, how is that
Secondly-
even a name?
Mark is Max
Totally.
in a bad Siegfried and Freud suit.
Roy.
Roy. You know what I'm trying to say.
Siegfried
And Roy suit. That's exactly what he reminds me of, or like a circus ringmaster.
This guy.
Okay, this
Just
guy is
saying.
a fucking idiot. Okay, so this episode, he's pondering how he can get her pregnant so she could get out of jail early. I did not realize getting pregnant is your get out of jail
And
early
how is
free
that
card.
possible? Because we know of many inmates who have. I thought like you have the baby and
You
they
have
go
to
into
be- exactly,
foster
yes.
care,
Oh,
or
no.
the father gets them.
No. Mark thinks that she's gonna
So
get pregnant
she's gonna get
and
out.
they're gonna release her,
And
on
then
a
Has
humanitarian.
he thought about this idea of, let's say that the baby gets out, but not
know,
her.
I know.
Oh, it's your kid, by the way. But he's just so proud that he's a sperm donor. It's like, dude.
Oh my God, dude. It's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? It's like,
He's like,
I'm a father,
my
but not
shit
really.
works. Okay, my shit works.
And it's
Whatever.
good shit, let me tell you.
Your baby batter is highly effective.
So Sincere A is like, listen, I do not want to be thrown in a hole for life because you want to pass me a vial of your sperm. Okay, dude, you're fucking crazy. I don't know what the fuck you have been smoking.
Well, not only that, she's like, and I don't want to be a single mom having children with somebody who just ditches, like, she's smarter than him.
Yes.
Because I feel strongly that his judgment is poor.
I feel double strongly that his judgment is
Well,
poor.
I feel triple strong.
And I totally agree.
I have
totally agree.
nothing else to
I have
say
nothing
about
else to
this.
say about this
I have
either.
nothing else to say. Any other thoughts?
I just think that this season is basically Love During Lockup season 1 with new cast members with just some spice. They're just trying
Hi,
to twist it
Catherine.
up a little bit. Hi,
Yeah.
Catherine. Like, for instance, Mark is Max. Mark is totally Max.
Yeah, that's what a
Except
lot of
now-
people think, that they
except-
almost have like typecasting.
Right, except Mark is now, trying to get Sincere pregnant, trying to pass her some sperm. Like, it's just like another step up. And then we have fucking Melissa, who is kind of like Santiva, like the desperate type.
She's
Like you know what I mean? Like so desperate for
Look,
love, willing
look
to
who's
do.
here, according to Amber.
Hi, Amber. How
Hey,
are you?
girl. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I know.
Mark
Yes.
is the
Yeah,
most-
I agree.
I've
It is
never
a
heard of
snooze-
women getting out of prison because she's pregnant. The season is a snooze fest.
It is a snooze fest.
I
It
agree with
is.
you.
I agree.
Yeah. it
Like
is.
this cast, it's just basically season 1.
Except
with
for
just, like,
Ty.
stepping up.
Because
Exactly.
I can't wait to see what happens with Ty, and I can't wait to interview her again. for real.
Yes. We can't wait
Black
to have Ty-
Lavender says he was ready to get her knocked up so
which
he
we all
could
know
get her out
this
of
is
the camp.
impossible. You can't knock somebody up just to get them out of prison.
That's true, but you can definitely get knocked up or knocked up from a prison experience. 'cause
Right,
we've seen that
exactly. But you
before.
can't just knock
Like
somebody
Lamar
up
and Andrea.
and say that's my get out of jail free card. Okay, here I'm pregnant. I'm cashing in my get
We
out of
d-
jail
no,
free card.
I don't think this
There's
is
no
a
fucking
thing.
way.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's women that have given birth in prisons, turned their children over to the system, turned their children over to family members that have raised their children until they come out of jail. Like, what the fuck is Mark thinking?
Mark is a big dummy,
Mark is a big
along with a
dummy.
lot of other people. Anyway, we should go because
I agree with you, Capricorn. They should do a reality show with Ty in the funeral home.
totally.
That I would love to see.
Me too.
That I would love to see.
I could watch
that I
Ty
agree.
all day
I
long.
agree. I would watch Ty all
Ty
day
is
long. Ty is
hilarious.
extra.
She's
Ty is
super
off
extra,
the charts, but she is the most entertaining
for sure.
out of this cast.
Right. And the thing is, you might think she's a cheater, which I happen to think
Yes,
she is.
she is a cheater.
You may have a lot of feelings about her, but when you talk to her, she has a funny way of like
Right, she
reeling
has
you
a
in.
funny way of
She
justifying
does-
all of it, and
No,
it makes sense.
but it's also she has like an interesting charisma about her.
Yeah, she does.
It's kind of hard to not like her. That's
Yeah,
my
it is
feeling.
hard not to like her.
I mean, we can all make moral judgments, which we judge everyone here at
Mhm.
Kiki and Kibitz, we do. But still, she's hard not to like.
Yeah, she is hard not to like.
Anyway, any last thoughts before I go make dinner?
And no last thoughts.
The next time you see us, we'll be separated again.
Yes, we will be separated again. We may have a guest join us.
Who?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I may rope a cast member, a prior cast member into joining us. We'll see
Oh.
next time.
Oh.
You never know who may be on screen. You never know who may be in the comments.
That's true.
But we'll be back.
I know.
next
Look
week.
who's in the comments.
Yeah,
We have Aunt's advice. We
Yes,
have
of
according to Amber.
and Kathy.
Yeah, and what I want to say is like female content creators unite. Let us support each other. There's room for everybody. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you guys.
me
We
feel
love
really
you.
good.
Thank you for the support.
A little emotional. And yeah, and to everyone who showed up, I really appreciate it a lot if you would
appreciate you
subscribe to our
guys.
channel.
Yes.
And we appreciate you.
And we know we're 2 days early, and we thank you guys for
Yeah,
once
We
we're
just
able to
wanted
catch
to
the
do it
live,
one more time.
and we appreciate
Yeah.
it. So,
And
mwah, mwah.
tomorrow I'm gonna take Mary to San Francisco. We're gonna drive
Yep.
up the coast on
And then
Highway
I'm
1.
going home on Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna go see we're going to Alcatraz.
Yes, we're going to Alcatraz, and
The
I swear
ultimate love
we're
after
gonna go
lockup thing.
live briefly from Alcatraz just to say hi.
Yeah,
We're gonna do.
we are. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
even if it's just for like 2 minutes.
That's a good
Either
idea.
on,
I
either
like
on
it.
Instagram
Okay.
or YouTube or something. We're gonna go live
We're
just to
going
say
to
hi.
live
Just
from
to say hi.
Alcatraz. Anyway, okay. Thank you, everyone,
so
so
much,
much for
everybody.
supporting us, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy Veterans Day.
Yep. Happy
Thanks for
Veterans Day.
serving.
Thank
If
you for
you're
serving.